everyone, SoranotRoxas here, and new location, kind of. Yeah, I normally film when I'm upstairs. Actually, let me try to fix this camera. I normally film when I'm upstairs, and I'm actually filming downstairs within my room, so it's pretty late at night. It's actually not that late. It's 8:47. Okay, so it's 8:47. Normally I'd try to film early in the afternoon or even during the morning time. That way I can have plenty of light and a lot of room to move around, to maneuver the camera and stuff. But this time I'm recording in my room, and I only have one lamp, so it's really low light. And I actually have some more people that's in the house. Let's talk about Star Wars. Yeah, I actually was not going to make this video because I knew everyone was going to jump on this train of having their thoughts and reactions to Star Wars and everything, and I still have my laptop here. Yeah, I've seen the trailer for the first day that it 6 hours actually after it was posted, and of course I'm just like everybody else. You know, I don't really think I have to go into the reaction part of it, which is why I'm not recording a live reaction or anything like that. Not that I usually do anyway. You already know my reaction to it. I'm just like every freaking Star Wars nerd, you know, or anybody who grew up during it, watched it during their childhood. And I watched it on VHS because, hello, I wasn't alive during the 80s or the 70s. So, yeah, I'm really excited over the new Star Wars movie, as well as there's a bunch of other movies coming out. And with the stuff that's at the theater right now, there's not really much I want to see. At least nothing I would go to the movie theaters to pay a ticket for it and see. Of course, you know, I do want to review like something. What I said I was going to review, Cinderella. Yeah. If anybody's seen my review on the Maleficent movie, the live-action Sleeping Beauty movie that Disney did last year, you know, you already know my opinions on it, and it's always something interestingly either bad or just sort of awkward about the live-action versions of Disney's classic movies, and it seems like they're doing a bunch of them now. Or they're going to be doing a bunch of them, but that's another story for another video. But I'm actually, excuse me, really am looking forward to Star Wars, and I hope there's not too much glare on my glasses here because it's really dim in here, so it's really kind of hard to see. Hopefully this is also getting my voice. I'm sitting pretty far away. It looks like I'm sitting closer, but I'm actually not. I think the zoom on the camera is working pretty good. It's doing it automatically. Anyway, going back to Star Wars, really looking forward to it. I've seen the trailer multiple times, of course. I freaking had a fucking nergasm when I first saw it, you know. I was just like everybody else, you know. I wanted to make a reaction video and everything. I was like, yeah, everyone's going to do that. There's no point in me making one. But I finally just decided to put my 2 cents in, and so far, this seems like it's going to be pretty good, and I'm so glad, which I was skeptical at first, that Disney actually took over LucasArts. They took over the Star Wars franchise, because they can actually put some of that creative writing that they have for their Marvel movies into the Star Wars movies. And this is a good thing because, you know, we get trailers like, what was the last one? Of course, we got Avengers coming out next week, I think. Ant-Man. You have something as ridiculous as Ant-Man, and they're really trying to make it work. But, you know, they made it work with Guardians of the Galaxy. What is kids' favorite superheroes right now? It's a talking raccoon and a talking tree. You know, people love Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was something I actually wasn't going to go see. I went to see it on a recommendation of a friend. And of course, everyone else also recommended it to me, but it took me so long to see it. But it's that thing. It's that thing. This amazing phenomenon we're in, to where these superhero movies are really smart and really funny, and it doesn't dumb down anything. It takes itself pretty seriously for the most part, and it seems like that's what Ant-Man's going to do. And I hope some of that writing transfers over to the Star Wars franchise. We can use some of those funny moments as well as some of those hardcore action moments. Because if you go back and you watch the old Star Wars, they're there. You know, they're actually written that well, and it's really entertaining. I just recently seen the original Star Wars films again, so that's why I know them by heart once again. And this is like the 6th time I've seen Star Wars, or 16th time I've seen the original trilogy. But yeah, it's really looking like they're going to transfer. At least the action and the special effects are really good. It's going to transfer over. I don't know how many funny moments they're going to put in there, you know, or whether they're going to take it too seriously, but that's how you do a trailer, okay? Batman vs. Superman, take note. Have some fucking fun with your trailers, okay? And don't get me wrong, I want to see Batman vs. Superman. There's a lot of trailers that came out recently. Like I mentioned Ant-Man already, you know, Batman vs. Superman, Star Wars. Like I say, you got the Avengers coming out next week, and you got Jurassic World coming out next month, or a month and a half or so on, around June. And these movies, of course, you know, people can argue Hollywood is out of ideas. That's why we're seeing a lot of remakes or book adaptations now and superhero movies, which completely makes sense. I completely understand that. Or sequels of stuff. And I completely understand that. But when they're done right, when they're done good, I can really appreciate it. And this, I can turn back on the computer here. I can really appreciate this, what they're trying to do. And I still have to say, with the Batman vs. Superman trailer, I'm going to throw this in here into the Star Wars stuff. So kind of mixing it up here, so not a full-on thoughts on the Star Wars trailer. And the Batman vs. Superman thing is very dark and unpleasant, and not that it's like the worst trailer ever. No, it's, excuse me, it's a total hype machine magnet. Just saying Batman vs. Superman gets the fanboys crazy. And I mean, I am a huge Batman fan. Yes, I like Batman more than Superman, but I did not like how the way he was depicted and something like The Dark Knight Returns. And it feels like this movie is trying to do that. Like, I know Lex Luthor is going to be in the movie, but it seems like they're really pushing this Batman versus Superman thing, which is completely ridiculous because you need these two giants together. You know, Batman and Superman sells tickets more than something like, more than giving Aquaman a movie. You know, Batman, anything with Batman's name on it is going to sell. You know, anything with Superman's name on it most likely is going to sell. So it's like, to have them fight each other, you're just doing that just to get people in the seats so you can sell tickets, and that's how it feels. So there is a problem with me with that trailer there. The same thing I had with the Man of Steel trailer. But with the Man of Steel trailer, I always said it's not enough there. It's just not. So I didn't know how that film was going to be. Of course, I made a review on it, and I didn't like it as much as I thought it would. But with the Batman stuff, they always show a good amount, and here they do show a good amount, but now it's like, why are these two fighting? You know, why is this going on? And of course the trailer tries to tell you a lot, almost too much maybe. And Star Wars doesn't do that. Star Wars shows you, it does show you a good bit, especially in this second trailer, but it raises a lot of questions, and that's how you do a trailer. You want to get people invested. You want to get people surprised and asking why. With our Batman versus Superman, you already know why, for the most part, from what the trailer can show you. And what does it show you? Superman is some false god or something, and the people don't like him now because of that, and I guess Batman is taking some of the rumors to heart or something. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I want to see the movie, and I want it to do well, you know, whenever it comes out, but next year. But oh man, it's like, calm down, guys. You're really trying to catch up to Marvel here, and it's so blatantly obvious what you're trying to do. Just chill out. Chill out for a moment. But Star Wars is on the right track. Star Wars is on the right track. It has the perfect balance of action. It shows you the characters, the villains, and it lets you ask questions. The new droid, by the way, the BB-8, but it lets you ask questions about all that stuff, and that's what I really want to see, and I can't wait till that comes out this year. Of course, we got, like I said, Avengers coming out next week, which I want to see too. I'm possibly not going to go see Avengers opening day, most likely because I don't go to an opening anymore. I do not go to a midnight showing, any type of opening anymore. Too many people, too many people yelling, too many voices going on, and I remember going to the Transformers one and people was like really excited, or it was either Transformers or Dark Knight, I can't remember, but I do remember enjoying Dark Knight. But it's really annoying to have the fanboys just in the back row, and they love getting the back row, so their voice just like carries all the way to the front row. And I always like to sit in the middle part when I'm in a theater. So that's annoying. That is so annoying when that's going on. So I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. I know all the fans are going to be there for the Avengers, just like Star Wars. I don't know if there's going to be people camping out this time around. I'm willing to camp outside. I'm to the point where I'm willing to camp outside. But that's Christmas. That's during the winter again. So I don't think anybody's going to be outside. But looking forward to this. I really am. And that's about it. That's my 2 cents on the matter. So I did a video on this, and I didn't think I was going to do a video on this, but I'm glad I was able to cover that as well as cover some other movies. You know, I talked about Ant-Man. I think it's a ridiculous concept. I always did, even with the comic book, but hopefully Marvel can make this work. They got some good writing going on there. Jurassic World, like I said, it's coming out in June. Looking forward to that too. So far, it seems pretty interesting. I like how they're going down this sort of way, this road of taming the dinosaurs, or at least the raptors for the most part can be tamed. And that's interesting. That's something that the original Jurassic Park, none of the original trilogy did at all. I don't know if they're going to make this a trilogy. I hope not. I didn't even like the original Jurassic Park trilogy. I love the first movie, don't get me wrong. I love Jurassic Park. I love the first Jurassic Park. Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, I hate. I always do. I still hate them. I will watch them, but I still hate them. But it's like going from Star Wars Return of the Jedi to the Star Wars prequels. And it's like, no, that's not for me. And like I said, I hope they don't make a trilogy out of this. I'm sure depending on how well Jurassic World does, they might make more. But as far as right now, it being the only one confirmed, looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what that's going to be like. And, of course, Chris Pratt is awesome. You know, anything he's in right now seems to be really fantastic. Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy Lego movie. This guy is just, everything he seems to touch right now is turning gold. And so let's keep riding that high road. Let's keep doing that. I think that's it. I think that's all the trailers I wanted to go over. Batman vs Superman, then Ant-Man. Yeah, that's it. And of course, if I do get to see the Avengers, not next week, but the following week after that I might go, I'll be sure to make a review on that, and hopefully people will watch it. I guess that's all I really need to say, but people seem to like to watch, like the reviews, so I'm going to keep doing those. This is why it hasn't been any reviews in a while. There hasn't been any movie that interested me in like so long. I heard Furious 7 was good, but I stopped after the third one, guys. So I have no opinion on Furious 7. I have no idea how good that is. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to make another quick video here. But until then, I will see you guys in my next one. Take care.